Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I'm gesticulating wildly. I'm going to try that again. Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I'm gesticulating wildly. I'm going to try that again.
One more time.
Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I'm gesticulating wildly.
And I'm Speedrun Claire.
And this is
Make
That
Game! Where we pitch the latest,
the greatest
new video game ideas
that will never be made. Can we insert like the little whamp sound?
No, we cannot.
Okay. Oh, is it copyrighted? All right.
Oh,
anyways,
I don't know. It might be.
Folks, we pitch video game ideas here. If you didn't get that from the intro, we have video game ideas and we share them. We do game design for you. And by we, I mean Claire specifically. What's going on? What do you got for us?
What do I got? All right. Well, I'm actually worried I might have pitched a game similar to this before, but I'm going to pitch.
That's
I'm gonna do it.
Fine. Who's keeping track? Listener, if you're keeping track, please comment video number, time code, so that we can compare how close these game ideas are.
Yeah, so this is inspired by speedrunning. Sort of.
Oh. Why would it be inspired by speedrunning?
Oh, maybe because we just watched AGDQ this past week.
Oh, yeah. Weird. Okay. All right.
Weird. But it's called Slow Race.
That sounds like the opposite of a speedrun.
It is. I mean, opposites can be inspired. So basically, this is so. And I'm also just going off the cuff. I didn't write down notes. I wrote them all down, in the old noggin. This time.
The best form of taking notes, folks.
And the idea, so I'm breaking one of my own rules because I always say it has to be only child friendly, but this is only a party game. Because
you've done that before too.
Yeah.
You like to break that rule. You love to break that rule.
One of the reasons I want this to be broken though is because I'm always mad that I'm the slowest in a video game. And so now I get to watch everyone else be mad that they have to go slow, and it's going to be so fun. So basically it's golf rules. So whoever's last wins. And I picture it kind of like a foot race. So like you're running. I mean, honestly, I'm just imagining it's like Kirby running through Forgotten Land, but like a race.
Okay.
So like cute little creatures running around. Power ups like make you go slow. And then like the equivalent of like red shells or bananas or something would be like things that make you go faster.
Wow.
And yeah, the goal is just to like be the last one.
Okay.
But I think it has to have some type of auto-scrolling element, probably, because I don't want someone to just sit.
I was about to ask. What you need to stop people from sitting, and I think just running in circles.
Yeah, so I would say auto-scrolling.
Okay, so you have to. So basically, you have to go as slow as possible, while also being faster than some hazard auto scroll, or like maybe the ground is just falling beneath you.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, whatever. There's something where like you can't literally just like hunker down and just like sit.
Something is forcing you
to go forward. And then just running in circles. I mean, you could do that. I don't know. Like, I guess you could do that, but everyone would then do that. I mean, it's a very petty game.
Mm-hmm. So do the characters, I would assume, so you would be able to like also directly interfere with other players, so like pick them up and grab them, so if you're close to the finish line you can like, and they're like stalling, you pick them up and you try to throw them.
I don't think I like that. No.
You don't think you like that? Okay.
No.
Because like besides
that's fast. The whole point is that you go slow. Like I want to watch people like you explode in their mind while they try to walk really slow and not use dash and not use speed and not use jump and roll and just go walk.
To give context to me as a person, There have been situations in real life at like work, going out to lunch with coworkers. One of them had like foot surgery, so they could only walk very slowly. Could not manually modulate my speed to walk slow enough next to them and like still be moving. Like my minimum speed just walking forward was too fast. So I literally had to walk a circle for each step that they took. I had to do a full circle of myself to like keep pace with this group and not just blast forward. And I was like apologetic, like I was trying to be as slow as possible. I literally had to do circles. So this game, that's how frustrating this game would be for me. I would explode.
constantly leaves me in the dust every time we go
On
out.
accident. On like I can't walk slow. I have long legs. There is a minimum speed unless I'm literally shuffling my feet across the ground, and that would ruin my shoes. You know? I'd scuff them all up. They'd wear the rubber down.
Whatever you do already ruins your shoes. But yeah, so just like in real life, Isaac plays video games like that. He goes so fast.
I gotta go fast. I'm a natural born speed runner, speed
So
walker.
this slow run, and I also think slow run or slow race would also be fun to watch a speed run of, because like, how do you even do that? I don't even know. They'd have to figure it out. It would be great. What glitch are they gonna hold so that they're always last? I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that would be quite interesting.
Hmm. Um. So anyway, that, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's pretty simple, but I do think that a lot of video games value go fast, and I want one that values go slow. Like maybe you can get power ups by like smelling the flowers, looking at a little picture.
Enjoying life. Wow. Wow. Well,
Yes.
actually, all right. So here's an idea. Game design mode. Let's kick some game design. So you want to value appreciating the little things, smelling the flowers, looking at cool pictures and stuff. Maybe it's not necessarily about crossing the finish line like in last place, literally, but you have like a score counter that you can only raise by doing like slow things. And your goal is to
So
cross the finish line with the highest score.
I'm gonna say no, because I could see you playing it breaking that, and you would just run really fast and touch every flower, and then that would give you all the points. And like look at the
Mm,
sunset for 2 seconds, and that would give you a point, and then you just zip to the finish line. Like
okay.
you're gonna break. People are gonna break it if that's the whole thing. I mean, maybe you can get extra slow points for that, but like I don't know. I think if it's all point based, people will break it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find like the game design thing to, like you said, like people like someone has to cross the finish line first, and if it's an auto scroller, right, then everyone's going to cross the finish line at the exact same time as they are going to just be pushed into the finish line by the auto scroller.
Mm,
So like there needs to be something that like forces someone to
I
cross
guess
that
in
finish line first, or
Well, I
like
guess maybe in that sense, having points is okay, but it can't just be based on points. I don't because then people would just like basically speed run it if it's points. Because whatever points they lose for being first, they could like math out so that they get enough that they end up winning anyway.
maybe.
For sure.
Yeah, well,
So that
that's
because
why I'm thinking that
that's
you
like
need to be able to
Kirby's.
like throw someone, like force
But
someone
that's so
else.
mean. The whole point is not to do things like that. The whole
Okay.
point is a game that wouldn't make me feel bad.
Okay.
I would feel so bad if I was being so slow and nice, and then we got to the finish line and you pick me up and throw me. Are you kidding me? Illegal.
Oh, actually, all right, here it is. Maybe it's on rails. So, in that you don't actually control movement at all,
Okay.
but the way that you slow yourself down or speed others up, like that's the power ups which you get by like smelling flowers. So as you're going along this track, like there's flowers on the side of the road, and if you like press a certain, like look at them and press a certain button, the character stops on the preset path that they're going and stops to sniff it. and then the other players are
We'll keep
automatically
going.
walking forward. So it's the auto scroller, but you aren't directly controlling your movement. You're just finding different things for your character to do to slow the character down, where
Maybe.
and possibly trying to find other ways to like speed the other characters up.
Yeah, I mean that could work. I think this would just need a lot of play testing to see the
Yeah.
different scenarios to make sure people can't mess it up.
Right. Yeah. That's the key thing that I'm worried about, because I'm already doing my speedrun brain, my breaking the game brain, and I'm like, oh well, just run in circles in place and let the auto and only move minimum forward, or just uh, let the auto scroller push you, or you know, there's
Well,
plenty of ways to.
okay. Oh, this is why you can't let the auto scroll push you. Because I was like, I feel like that's not. No, if you get the auto, you lose. If you get caught by the auto scroller, you just die. That's how you don't do it. You can't let it push you. It won't push you. It'll just kill you.
Okay. All right. So it kills you, so you automatically lose the race. You don't like respawn
Nope.
in the
You
race
just
or
die.
anything. Okay, you just die. All right, so it still keeps you in that zone, but then it's okay. All right, yeah. Anyways,
Anyway, that's
slow race.
That's slow race. Isaac, do you have a game for me this week?
I do, but what I really have is actually more of a vibe check.
Okay, all right.
Not really
fine.
a vibe check, but like I have the bare bones of an idea, and I
Okay.
want your input, possibly the listeners' input, on how to like make this into more of something. To mold this putty into a marble statue. Putty can't be marble, but you get the idea. Take this blank slate and carve it into something beautiful. So I don't even have a name or anything, but here's the core gameplay mechanic that I want things to revolve around. It is a dialogue heavy RPG ish kind of game, is what I imagine the core framework of this to be. But you don't get dialogue options. You are on a alien planet in an alien dimension amongst some species that has different vocal cords from your character. So you are literally incapable of communicating in their speech. It's not something that you can learn. They vibrate bug lips or something, and you are a human, so you cannot reproduce the sounds or like pheromones or whatever are required, but you can gesticulate at them.
Okay.
So instead of having the dialogue option, like characters, you have the translator, you can understand what they say, so you get the normal text, and it'll say, "Hey, would you help me find my lost dog?" But you can't say yes or no. You have to select gestures to convey what you want to these characters. So it might be as simple as a nod or a shake the head, and that's like your yes or no option. But for more complicated things, you have to string things together. And like if you walk up to a merchant, you have to initiate like, "Can I buy your stuff?" And then depending on how well you gesticulate that concept to them, might give you like bonuses. They might sell it to you cheaper because they like you, or you might mess it up and like give a rude gesture or like accidentally imply something rude about them through your gestures, and they'll either refuse to sell it to you or rack up their prices or whatever.
I mean, my only thing with it is just kind of sounds. Is it too close to like sign language? Like,
so it could be used as like it could be a learn 'em up kids game about learning sign language.
Could be.
It could that could be it. Yeah, I guess would there be a problem if it was just sign language the game? Do you think that would be bad?
I think. Well, I mean, it wouldn't teach anybody sign language because you have to use your hands. So it would have to be like a. Although it could be an interesting VR game, if you're physically making the gestures with your actual body.
Okay, I'm not sure if VR can actually like track individual fingers. It can?
It can. I was actually watching a
Oh.
TikTok of a deaf video gamer who was talking about different VR setups and how they read sign language.
Oh, I think I actually saw something about this like too. two people communicating to each other like in a VR chat world with sign language.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
possible.
It's possible.
It's tricky. I think most of the stuff that does it now is probably like you said, like a world, like where like a meetup kind of style world.
Yeah.
Versus like games. But if the game's designed to do that, that could be really interesting. Or even if it's not actual sign language, still having like I feel like for this game having it be like a physical like body movement could be really fun.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So
Anyway, is there
yeah,
anything else? Any other vibes?
I mean, no, that's all I got. I just wanted it to be a game where you can't just select dialogue options. You have to use longer strings of communication to convey ideas that you don't necessarily know the repercussions of.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, in
Yeah.
my head, um, the gesture menu, you were gonna have gestures that you maybe learn throughout the game, but they would also be just represented by like symbols. So like you would have a hand symbol, and it would just like look like someone's hand palm out, and then you'd have to figure out what that gesture means to various characters in the game before you could like effectively construct like a sentence out of it. Like it might mean stop, like it does to English speakers. I don't know if that's like a common gesture outside of like the Anglosphere or even just America. Or it could mean something completely different, and like the same symbol with like wiggly lines on the side could represent like the hand waving back and forth, and that could mean hello, or it could be a swear word. And like you would discover that just based on the way that people reacted to you doing it. Like maybe one character will straight up tell you like, "Hey, that's offensive. Don't don't do that symbol
How
unless you
okay, wait,
seek
here's
to
a question.
offend."
So we can understand them, we just can't
Yes.
replicate.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they're like you have like a universal translator or something, but you are incapable of reproducing their language with your own body parts.
I would put a pin in the fact of like if you had a universal translator, it should be able to mimic the sounds that the people are making and translate for you, right?
Well, I mean, just because it can take input and translate it doesn't mean it can do output.
Maybe just make it that you've been there long enough that you do understand what they're saying, you just can't physically replicate it back.
Okay, that could also
I don't know,
be.
I feel like if
I
you
mean,
have the
that's just dressing
technology,
at that point.
well,
Like,
cuz think about it, if you have the technology to record speech, analyze it and translate it into a new language, you have all those recorded speech like roots. You could put those together into a sentence. It wouldn't be perfect. It would probably have a terrible accent, right? But like you could do it.
I guess unless your translator doesn't have a speaker,
Why wouldn't it have a speaker?
because it wouldn't need it.
Well, it would have to tell you
Yeah,
in
it
your
just does
ear. That's a
it does
speaker.
neural inputs directly into your brain.
Again, if you have that technology, you can have a speaker, a
Your
translator
speaker's
with a
broken.
speaker.
I don't know. We can contrive whatever setup we want for this.
Okay, all right.
That has nothing to do with the game design.
I think it does. I
You
don't
can
know.
contrive whatever situation you want to produce
I'm
the
trying to eliminate the
reasoning.
plot holes so that it's generally, but yeah, I think the concept's really interesting. I think you'd have to have like a pretty interesting quest to go along with it. Like, what are you doing on the planet? What do you have to find? Like, that'd be fun. It also seems a little overwhelming to me because it's like to me it's like kind of like the Animal Crossing like reactions, and
Mhm.
there's so many of them and they're so hard to look through, and it's like I don't even use them, so I feel like that would be kind of the gameplay. So
Yeah, no, that would effectively be. You are correct in your assumption. That was the idea.
cool. All right.
So
Well,
okay, well,
there it is.
that's my game. Doesn't have a name. Does not actually have much besides a core gameplay idea. Like, so it's a mechanic, but it's also not a mechanic that I think can carry an entire game. So it's probably like Elder Scrolls, like generic, semi generic, like first person RPG, like action RPG game. So like you fight goblins and then you go to town and you make the money symbol uh, and then point at your bag and then point at them, and then they go, "Oh, you want to sell stuff to me? Okay."
Wow. So you just made like a very annoying game, is what like oh yeah, instead of a dialogue box, you have to work really hard to do anything.
Yeah. Well, all right. So the goal of the idea of the game is to immerse the player inside of an alien setting.
Okay. Yeah.
Where, like, you can make the setting itself as weird as possible, but if you're just doing the same actions as you do in any other RPG, you're not letting the gameplay carry that immersion.
Mhm.
And that's anyways, I think let's move
Move
on
on.
to the rapid
All
fire.
right.
Oh, actually, we usually have a question around this point. Do you have a question?
I don't have a question. Do you
I
have a
don't have a
question?
question.
Oh
Who
no.
wants to do a rapid fire round then?
Let's do a rapid fire round. Pew, pew, pew. All right, so the rapid fire round, we're going to generate 3 random words. We have to make a game out of those 3 words. We only have 5 minutes to do so, and we need to make a title as well. We have to use every single word, but we have been known to stretch the definition of a word here and there. Isaac, are you ready with the timer?
I am, and I'm starting in 3, 2, un. It started.
Great. The words are arrow, review, neck.
Is arrow AERO or ARROW?
ARROW. What other arrow? What
Okay.
was arrow? What is that?
Review, and neck. Arrow,
No, we have to go
review.
back really quickly. What is ERO? Arrow? What?
AERO is like
Oh,
aeroplane.
arrow. Okay. No, arrow.
Yeah.
Not arrow.
Also, ERO would be like love.
Yeah.
If we're looking at like the classic Greek.
That'd be eros.
Okay, yeah, but still, like it could be a thing. Anyways, all right, moving quickly on. We've got arrow, neck, review. You have to assassinate people by shooting arrows into their neck,
Yeah,
and then
that's easy.
and then Pokemon Snap style, your archery assassin
No.
instructor reviews your job. Says, you could have hit the jugular aortic artery instead, but this one, it took them 0.3 seconds longer to bleed out, and so they could have in an adrenaline burst attacked you
I
back
think
and
okay.
or alerted guards, and then
Here's
you go,
no.
oh, C minus.
Okay, no. Here's my idea for review to make it a little different.
Okay.
Is yes, you're an assassin, you're shooting people in the neck. It's your Yelp review as an assassin that you have to maintain. So you have to deal with customer service. You have to assassinate people on time. Like same kind of criteria, but like you're maintaining a 5-star like dark Yelp review.
Okay. So in a way, this is very similar to like the basketball apothecary game, and then the what was the last one that we came up with?
I don't remember, but no, I mean it's not social media. It's not like that in the sense of like you're not posting, but it's like
True.
It's like you'll get better jobs, you'll get better pay if you can maintain your 5-star rating, and that would be based on like how fast you can murder people, your accuracy, like your stealth. So it's a similar rating system that you described. It's just like instead of going back and getting like graded on it, it's like a little bit more like you can.
What is
you will
a review except for a grade?
Yeah. So like I said, it's similar. It's just I think it will impact your like earning ability. Like it'll be like kind of a non-linear system in a sense where you can, be making the big bucks and then make a big mistake, and then suddenly you're not making as much as you were before, and then you have to like work back up to gain your power back. So like instead of just I think that would be interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So what's it called?
It's called 5-Star Assassin.
Okay, 5-Star Assassin, the game where you maintain your assassin's Yelp review. Yelp actually it's probably copyrighted, but Yelp makes good sense here because people yelp when they get assassinated. But anyways, that is a game with
dark Yelp from the dark web. That's what it is.
With 1 minute and 55 seconds left. I'm ready for the next 3 words, and I will start in 3, a 2, and a 1.
All right. Strap, vessel, trade.
Oh, this one works itself out. You're a trade vessel.
Yeah.
You're crossing the seas. Everything is strapped down in case of weather. and you are just you're running you have to avoid pirates, you have to increase your profits, you
I
have to
see
build a
like
trade empire.
to like really make strap part of it. I see there's like going to be times when there's like rocky seas and you have to like run back and forth like tightening the straps on your cargo as the ship like tilts.
Yeah, and like bucketing out the if it's taking
Any
on water, so you basically just do the
It's like
day-to-day
a it's like
ship
a maintenance
activity.
game but with trade.
Yes, trade maintenance.
Trade maintenance.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Wow, that
that's
was really fast.
time with
Well, no,
four.
we didn't did we name it?
Oh no, we didn't. I restarted the timer. I restarted the timer.
I don't think
Um,
trade maintenance is going to be the name of the game.
merchant ship simulator, merchant vessel simulator,
What's yeah.
privateer, merchant,
I feel
prince
like if you're gonna do
simulator.
simulator, it's got to be silly, like goat simulator. Like you can't just have.
Okay, fine.
Let's see, waters,
Mercantile vessel
choppy waters,
chaos.
chaos vessel, vessel of chaos, chaos trip, trip with the cargo, cargo
Making
trip.
money. A mercantile story.
Mercantile is a good word. Mercantile mayhem.
I could see that working if this was like an arcade style game,
Oh yeah.
more 2D. Like you have a level and it's certain things that you have to fix, and maybe there's other players involved somehow. But okay, how about we just call it um 1793.
Yeah. 17.
Mercantile mercantilism colon 1793.
I don't think mercantilism is a word.
Okay. All right. You use our time and search that up when you know it to be true.
It is a word, but it says it's the belief in the benefits of profitable trading.
Exactly.
But like it's a belief. It's not like a system.
Fine. Merchant vessel colon 1791.
No, 1793.
1793. What's special
Okay.
about 1793?
It ends in 93 and I like that better.
Okay, all right. So that's time with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Woo!
Merchant vessel 1793. You play a guy on a merchant vessel. I'm ready for the next 3 words.
Okay. I think it's a good game. All right, ready?
Ready, steady, starting.
Fault.
Okay.
Lick.
Okay.
Patient.
Okay.
I believe patient is spelled the same for both patient like a doctor patient and patient like being patient. So.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes. Pateient.
P-I-E-N-T. Yeah.
All right. Well, I really want this to be a game where the first 2 words makes me think of Squid Game, where our hero is licking the honey cake thing to crack the shape out. Spoiler alert for Squid Game, but I hope I'm being vague and weird enough to not ruin the experience if you haven't watched it yet. So like licking and then it causes earthquakes via fault lines. Like you're a big worm with a tongue.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know where patient comes in.
The world is the patient, and you
are curing it of the disease of humanity via earthquakes?
Okay, I wasn't gonna go curing it of the disease of humanity, but sure, yes. The idea is like you're like traveling around space, you're a space worm, and you come rescue planets by creating tectonic events that help the planet.
Okay. All right, and you help the planet by removing civilizations from it and return it to its natural state of wilderness ecosystem. All right, I love it, and it's called Equalizer.
Yes.
That's
it kind of sounds, yeah.
Time with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left.
Wow. I really want, hey, if people out there want to make fan art, This is the most fan art I want to see, is the space worm traveling through time, destroying civilization.
Licking stuff to cause earthquakes.
Yeah, I want the art of that. So if anyone feels really inspired out there, please
submit
email that
fan
to us.
art. We usually say plugs and we say send us game ideas and stuff. If you send us fan art, that gives us something cool to display in our videos.
Yeah.
So we can, put it on our wall behind us. I was thinking just like slides of like the digital art at the end or something. But anyways, speaking of plugs, we just did 3 rapid fire rounds. We don't have a question. We pitched 2 games. I believe that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode. So yeah, you can email us, makeThatGamePodcast@gmail.com with game ideas, fan art. That'd be cool. Whatever you want to say hi, that's great. You can also find us on social media. We are at Make That Game Pod on Twitch, not Twitch. We are at Make That Game Pod on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We are on Twitch. We are at twitch.tv/MakeThatGame. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/@MakeThatGame. The at symbol, not the word. And if you heard a game today that you really think should exist in this world, or you really want to draw, we encourage you to get out there and make
that